Hi everybody, Sucrose back again to play some Cuphead. Um, Looking forward to this. I'm not sure how far we're going to get because the game is getting quite difficult, but I'm going to give it a go. Alright, so this time I'm going to do my best to check into the chat after fighting a stage. We'll see how that goes. I told myself when I started that I didn't want to bother with all the boring parts of streaming. And in my estimation, keeping track of the chat is part of the boring part. I want to play a game, and so that's going to be my focus. Alright. What were we doing? Alright, I think we knocked out a couple of these bosses, and we're left with the bee. And I had also realized I think we should head back to the last area, because I don't know if this is a thing, but I think we might have a chance for a coin or something. We talked to this person and they wanted a shortcut. Then we found a shortcut behind the mountain. Aha. So these little people, like the hatchet guy, I guess they actually have quests. I know these people are looking for their buddy. We definitely haven't spotted him. Presumably he's around somewhere on the map. Let's see just how many times we've lost. 251. Wow. I wonder what the developers of this game think about the fact that the majority of the playtime that players experience can be seen as failure. Here's another coin. Probably we got that parry on the third mausoleum, because there's no way we did it in a real level. Alright, so probably we should head back to the first stage to see if there's any other quests, but I'm not too excited about it, so I'm just going to move on. Alright, so I guess the bee's going to open that up, and oh, we can see the well from here. That's nice. The well that just told us we died 250 times. Alright. You know, and I say you can see it as failure, but I think that diminishes what's actually happening, which is you're figuring out things. And we've talked about this. This is nothing new. We talked a little bit last time too about tenaciousness or stick-to-itiveness, they call it. And I wonder if that just it's really just about how you view failure. Do you view it as a setback of some kind, or do you view it as a stepping stone, maybe? So one thing I'm seeing already is that I'm doing a lot of crouching and then... Hold on. Oh. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Um, I'm doing a lot of crouching, and then I go to jump, and because down and jump makes you fall through, it's making me fall into the abyss of honey. I also have to say that I had predicted that somebody out there would have figured out the actual damage values for the weapons, and in fact, that is the case. There's a wiki for the game where they have, oops, where they have the values, and I took a quick look. It's nothing crazy. So a lot of them make a lot of sense. The homing missile apparently does about half the amount of damage in terms of damage per second. Now, so on the one hand, I wanted to keep this a spoiler-free run as much as possible. So I hesitated upon finding that that data was available as to whether or not I should actually look at it. And what I decided was I could have figured that information out myself by, let's say, going to a run and gun stage, seeing how many hits it took to kill an enemy, switching weapons, seeing how many hits it took to kill the same enemy. I could do that, and it just doesn't seem like fun gameplay for me, so instead I'm taking the shortcut because I want to maximize the enjoyability that I have, not go through trouble just to do some arbitrary goal. And I think that the decisions as to what weapon to use are just as interesting, knowing that you do about half as much damage per second as not knowing. I think it's still an interesting decision. That's just about all I looked at. I think I took a look at the boomerang, and it does about as much damage per second as the normal weapon, so that's cool. We haven't used that one that much, but I think we should. This music is fun. A little bit different than most of the stuff in this game. That was the final stage? Huh. I sort of expected another phase to this. One where she would transform into a device of some sort, or become a pumpkin. But okay. So I'm using the homing missiles because there's so much going on that I'd rather not focus on trying to aim. And that comes at a cost, of course. But you have to ask yourself, would I be hitting all my shots anyway? Whereas now I'm actually hitting every shot, in a sense. Those bead bullets obey a very regular pattern, but we haven't quite mastered it. Yeah, I kind of wonder if maybe even though based on hit points we got to the third phase, but maybe she hadn't actually transformed because nothing seemed different.
This match will get red hot. Now go.
So with the homing missiles, it's more of a matter of just focus on dodging, which is a lot more tractable. Try to stay on the platforms. Okay. So this is bees. Right, so when she's in the middle, it's bees. Okay. Actually, I learned a third piece of information from the wiki. Now this looks like a... Okay. Oh, right. She's enjoying herself. Oh, we got quite close. Alright. I think this is much more doable than it seemed at first, mostly because of the homing missiles. So the other thing I found out was that the super damage, if you use the full supercharge, the I guess I've always thought of it as some kind of a milkshake, but the milk or the fluid in Cupman's head comes out in a straight shot. I think it's super 1. Actually, it does less damage than just hitting all 5 individual supers. So if you have the time and the sort of patience, it's better to just shoot the supers like that. The advantage, of course, is that it makes you invulnerable for a period of time. And it's quite quick. It deals the damage quickly. Ooh, that briefcase really shook me up. So this is the worst one, I think. Although in terms of damage, the the B missiles have definitely hit us quite a bit. Gotta watch out for the saw blade. There we go. Oh, I fell to the bottom. But it didn't kill me, so maybe it is okay to die at the end. All right. That was an intimidating boss. We gave up on it the first go round. But I think with the right weapon, it turned out to be not that hard. I was thinking about the strategies that go into playing this kind of game. And for me, the strategy that I like to employ is try to save myself as much effort or focus as possible. I feel like focus is the limiting factor in trying to deal with all this stuff. Oh, I love these things. Very Mario. It looks like those polecats, or goats, oh, they're mountain goats. They keep respawning, which it makes it a lot more difficult to do the minimize focus strategy. Because you can't just take it slow. You have to keep moving. It's nice to be pushed out of your comfort zone a little, but it definitely means that it might not be as easy as some other things. It's all about cliffs and mountains. Maybe the fire doesn't come back at least? If we can kill it, it's got a lot of health. Okay. Tried to dash once I fell, and I think that's what you're supposed to do, but I guess I didn't get the timing right. Boy, that pickaxe goes quite a ways. Oh, there's another platform below. What's the point of that? Okay.
It's on.
Might be worth switching to the boomerang. Okay. Oh, they have a lot of hit points. Alright, so I think I'm gonna ignore the dragons. Wow, we only made it a quarter. This is a long level. I feel like the running guns are harder than bosses sometimes. There's so much to learn. Each little situation is like a whole new skill. So I didn't quite catch it, but maybe if the Mudmen touch each other? No, okay. I thought maybe they'd combine to become the big one, but it looks like just some of them are big. Oh, there is a coin. That we just have to come back together, I suppose. Okay. It's a fixed location. Okay. It's always seem to appear in the same place. That's good. One hit, I think, kills him. Oh, it looks like a legendary chalice back there to the left.
You're up.
Whoops. Just pretty much have to hit it immediately. This coin is tricky because who knows where it's gonna be. Did we miss it? Did we pick it up? Is there any way of knowing? So thank goodness they don't hit us as they jump. So this is about halfway. I think we've learned quite a bit in getting here with 2 hit points. It looks like a bit like the old fellow who helps us at the beginning, but maybe not the same. Mini boss? Just a creepy fellow. I would have bet money that those would have fallen. Okay. Alright. I think that may be the last bit. And I don't think I can kill him, just kind of have to do the run. But I got greedy and wanted that coin. I think when I take hits at the very beginning, I'm going to restart. But only the very beginning. I don't want it to get out of hand. Not looking for a perfect run. So you can juke the dragons by being up when he shoots. Oh, we missed the coin. Okay. And then he'll fire way above you. All right. This looks like a stage we're gonna have to come back to if we want all the coins. Kind of interested in trying the heart upgrade. We haven't given that a shot. It might be worth it. It might smooth out the sort of level of perfection required. I know level of perfection is sort of a oxymoron, but since we missed the other one, let's miss this one. Pretty doggone close.
And begin.
This is the hardest part, I think. These mountain goats are relentless. Is that like a mountain lion or a bobcat or something? I bet there's a pun in there somewhere that I'm just not recognizing. So I think I saw like a little pillar maybe in the background before the coin, so maybe we can look for that? Oh, if we hide these coins in either tricky ways or subtle ways, which I like. I like that they change it up. I think it's more interesting than them all being tricky. Pretty sure I can't hurt him. I'm just going to go with that assumption. I know it's above the screen, but usually I'm dashing up there. There we go. I like that stage quite a bit. For some reason, it seems more approachable than some of the others. We missed 2 coins, though. Let's check out the shop and see if we want to buy something. What we might want coins for. I think that's the second time we've heard about, was it Wolfgang? So he's a fork. I wonder if that has to do with the black and white thing we heard before, the little hint about maybe being a pacifist run. So we can get the 2. Let's do that. He seems to be running out of stuff to sell us. All right. So I said I would look at chat. I don't really want to interact on chat, but I'm looking at it. So there you go. There are people watching. I think, you know, I enjoy hearing myself talk so much. Sometimes I forget. Right. Ooh, experimental laboratory. What's back here? Hello. Oh, look at that. We could have gotten to this boss. We just didn't know the shortcut. I guess it's not really a hit, but this guy was talking about Ludwig. These maps are so connected. It's kind of crazy. I think in some sense that they missed an opportunity to make it feel like there is progression, because it seems like everything's available without opening up any paths. Is this not Ludwig? Dr. Cal's robot. Wow, let's talk about a Dr. Wily kind of thing. Okay, so there's a... a variable thing that seems to matter because it shuts down that ray. This is a fun little thing. But yeah, he looks like Dr. Wily from Mega Man. So we can shoot his chest, or we can shoot his antenna. There's a lot going on. He doesn't have an antenna now. I think maybe we have to destroy the antenna and destroy the chest, kind of thing. These things are annoying. Let's deal with those. An example of the reduce the things you have to worry about strategy. All right.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
They take a lot of hits. Keep underestimating them and the beam. Oh, I can shoot that thing too, that where they come out. Alright, so probably we have to open up all three. Hello. Boy. There's a lot going on. And this is considered the first phase?
Here's a real high-class bout.
He seems to have morphed 2 or 3 times. So you gotta parry it or it's gonna hit you. I think. It's hard to see them sometimes when they're... Oh, so, okay, so it upgrades to missiles when you destroy that cavity. Okay, alright. It's kind of like a... choose your poison. Come on. Well, that's a shame. All right. Slow and steady. I really don't like the laser. I've decided. These guys are not terrible. Really. Maybe everything is terrible. So what's... Okay, so that turns into the bullets. Okay. Can I touch that? I can. Okay, good. They all get worse. But all right. Hello. I wish I had homing missiles now. Alright, we'll just have to make sure to be here. Okay. I have the perfect equation to hinder your evasion.
Good day for a well battle. It's on.
Boy, that thing lasts so long. Every time I feel like it's surely over by now. So I think the way this is represented, that little tiny little section in the middle, is when his heart is out.
Good day for a well battle. Here goes.
His head comes off. Gotta remember. Okay. All right. Now he's gonna go back to top, forwards, bottom, top, bottom. They say. Okay. All right. Oh, we can bomb him when he comes. Okay. All right. Not sure how useful that is. This is the middle phase.
Here's a real
Okay.
It's on.
Alright. So then the last phase is once he's popped his head back out. So the nuts and bolts are quite a bit more frequent, but maybe easier to dodge. Poor guy. whose heart was torn in two. Alright, so I think that the shtick with that phase is the walls kind of close you off. You gotta stay ahead of them. At the same time dodging many, many things. There's a strategy with this kind of boss that comes from a lot of games where if you try damaging all three parts kind of equally, you can finish them off real quick. I don't know if I have the skill to be able to do that. So, I'm trying to take what I can get. Try not to get hit. But I'm employing the strategy here in that I'm avoiding the bottom because I think it was almost killed, and then we switched to the bottom. It worked out quite well. The magnet is way better than the hand. We still got hit, but... Oh, I can't go lower than that. I did not realize. And that prevented us from dodging. Alright. Well, now we know. Oh, that beam blocks all bullets.
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
Those bombs are very tricky because they're slow moving. You kind of think, oh, they're no big deal, and then you kill them too close, and they literally blow up in your face. I'm feeling this sense of urgency, but I think I have to fight because I could do uh, dodge these things without a whole lot of problem, as long as I'm not also trying to fight. I think I have to take my shots when they present themselves. Boy, that lasts a long time. I just tried to parry the bomb. Boy, this is a rough first stage.
Here's a real high-class bout. It's on. Do the bombs explode if they hit one another? Is that what that happened? Is that what happened? Well done. Here goes.
I'm always on the wrong side. Did I take a hit? Or had I already taken a hit? So that thing starts coming down while this nonsense is going. I don't even see it, really. I wonder if we should just stay in the little plane and not focus on too much damage. Definitely can't sit at the left.
You're up.
Very, very fast. And maybe speeding up. Maybe not. Boy, this third stage is hectic. We need more practice to figure out what's safe. I think maybe the diamonds follow a regular pattern, and we just have to sort of circle them around. But it's hard to say without seeing it more often. So I think we took a hit at the beginning. But we've still got 2. So I think I know why we're always on the wrong side. There's a bomb that comes out right as we'd want to be on the left. And it's just designed to screw with you, I think.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
I didn't mean to kill that bottom one. I don't like the chasey bombs. I mean, they're a fantastic... Oh, good, I can touch the magnet. So I think the bombs are a fantastic enemy because they're slow and sort of... They just... I feel like you necessarily underestimate them. But in fact, they're really tricky. You have to stay away from them when you kill them, which is unlike most enemies. Oh dear. Like, he wouldn't have been that bad right there in the corner, except that when you kill him, he explodes. You almost have to not shoot him. I'm not quite sure.
A great slam and then some. And begin.
Oh no! So I definitely got a little upset on that one. I feel like we were so close. We had that one life, but it happens, and it's happened many times in this game already, and it'll happen a lot more. So we just have to roll with it. I think we showed that there's a pretty safe strategy for that last part, which is to stay as the little plane, which gives us a lot of mobility and not any range. But it's better to stay alive. And next time when we get to him, we'll have more health. What am I shooting? Oh, we still haven't killed the bottom part. Should have switched to the little plane. So the thing I'm trying to do here is stay a little bit low to get that last bomb away from me, and then just hit him head on when he comes around top. Seems to work all right. It's a little quick though. Boy, this is a heart-wrenching boss. Boy, I'm often hit by the nuts and bolts. I don't really understand why. It should be easy pattern to kind of deal with. The spread is classic, but oh, there, yeah, that's it. Give him the old serpentine. Get behind him. Yeah, come out. I didn't do it that time. Like that. That's it. I like that quite a bit. So for some reason I wasn't little, but I was holding down the button. It may have been that, like I had pressed something else that canceled it out. I don't know, but oops. Oh, I can't see it. Behind the foreground. I know that's the point of the foreground, but yeah. Oh dear. Those nuts and bolts. Seems like I might be helped by using the little plane in a lot more circumstances. But it's actually a little jarring to switch. I'm not, something's weird about it. Like it takes a second. Okay, so now it's the first part that takes a lot of our health, I think. I think we have a workable strategy for this part. It's not super easy. Well, the super helps quite a bit. Wow, he has a lot of health in that phase. We should definitely save a super then. I don't think we're hitting him a lot as a baby airplane. Let's see if there's anything else we have to work on. And if not, we'll come back. Isn't it funny? We have coins, but oh, I know. Let's try switching. Does the tonic help me in the airplane? Because you can't dash, so the dash is useless. I can't get back. Okay, let's see what that does. Does that give us 5? It does. Now we need that help attack power to defeat that last phase, but you know, maybe this will change things. Okay.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
The damage doesn't seem to be hugely less. Oh, we should have taken advantage of the invulnerability frame to cross that. I'm just gonna save it. Boy, what a boss.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
Those bombs are gonna be the death of him. And I continue to, it's like a psychological thing. It's, most enemies, you shoot them to get rid of them. And with this one, you don't always want to shoot it. Pretty much the entire game, I've held the shoot button down. Oh. Boy, he doesn't really give me much time to shoot him.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
I don't know how viable that strategy is, considering he doesn't pause a whole lot after he does all that nonsense.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
or the junk is really deadly. That's obscuring the view at the bottom. And even when you want to kill the bombs, they take so many hits. Now, I think it would be more interesting if making the bombs explode would hurt the head. I feel like that would be more of a... almost like, okay, I'll accept that you're such a difficult enemy. Because in some sense you're helping. Ah, see that? It happened again, so I pressed it and it didn't turn into a small plane. It's a timing thing. If you do it, if you let go and you press it again too quickly, it doesn't work. Just, I mean, I would call it a bug. Okay, I have another idea. I'm going to hang back, and when I see the wall, I'm going to become little, and then hang back. And this way I'll be hitting him more often. Seems to be doing alright. There we go. We didn't even need the 5 hit points. Woo! It was certainly an exciting end because it was a strategy that that clearly made the difference. Not really my skill, but that was, I think, the longest boss in the game by 50%. 3 minutes. Alright. Let me just walk through here. Road's still closed, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to check into the chat here. I wish it had timestamps. Maybe Twitch. Twitch has timestamps, maybe. Alright. So, I believe that is the 5th boss for this stage, or maybe not. Maybe we haven't gone up here. Ooh, here. Looks like a boss. Have we seen... oh my goodness. Have we seen King Dice? King Dice is... oh my goodness. Oh no. This one is Harry-centric, I think. Wow. So right off the bat, I have to say this, it feels impossible. A lot of bosses up until now have felt that way. The first try, and then it eases off. I can't even remember if he stayed down or if he was up, but let's try this. But it's just so much going on. It looks like this is completely impossible. But look, right there, so we can kill the eyes. So the eyes aren't as terrible as they seem. Thought we had to dodge them. So, I see. So those bricks are trying to move the cart, maybe? Oh, I didn't want this super. How do we wind up with that super? Okay, so yeah, just the... Oops. The fact that we can kill the eyes and that we don't have to move this cart to fight this fellow, in my head changes things. I've had this experience a lot of times, not just in this game, but what do we want? Do we want that? Okay. Boomerang's real big fan. They seem to be perfect for this boss. Smoke bomb, I'll take it. But I've had this experience before where you go up against a task and you think this is completely impossible. Did the brick hit me? Is that what that was? Or an eyeball I missed? When hitting the ground hurts you. I guess that makes sense.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin!
Yeah, so task seems impossible, and you start playing with it a little bit, and you realize, oh, that assumption I had made isn't true, and that helps, and little by little, somehow the task becomes... Oh, come on. Okay, alright, so I just got a little bit tilted. I apologize if you're trying to relax. But I did not expect his head to hurt. I went back and watched some people play earlier bosses that I've played, and there were times when I was thinking, oh, I can't touch that part of the boss's body. Even just today, I think a good example is the magnet. I thought it would damage you, but it actually doesn't on the last boss. And so this seems like the kind of thing that wouldn't damage you, because it's just, how do you avoid it? It's enormous. But we're gonna have to avoid it. Oops. Oops. Everything fell apart there with that super. Well, I'm really curious as to whether those bricks damage him. So if I get the opportunity, I'm going to run into one. I'm not sure if that tested it. It does, so they hurt. Gotcha. I think I could have dashed, but the hands were in the wrong place. I definitely want to use my super, but you have to get the timing on this fella because he's moving around. As hard as we thought this was, and now we can do this one part without taking damage. It's a fantastic device, though. This, I don't know if it's the heads. Okay. But the train track, that's just what I meant. Fantastic device. Oh. I think the cannons were shooting. It looks like there's all sorts of patterns on that part, but we just didn't really get to play him for very much. I think we got lucky with that first laser beam. I feel like his head's big enough that it's hurting me just to jump to switch tracks. Oops. Doesn't seem that bad. Wonder if we should maybe do it with this. Honestly, the cutter seems... I always think of it as the cutter, and I feel like that's from something. Like cutter blade was a... Was it Secret of Mana? I don't even know. Was a boomerang of some kind? I think we did that. I don't think that was a brick. But, oops. I think it's much easier with the cutter. Might be easier with the rocket, the missile, homing missile. Something moved the track. The car. I don't remember seeing the dudes who dropped the bricks, so I think maybe it was the ghost. Unless we made a really weird jump. But that's like the second time, I think, that it's moved without me understanding why. They're not birds, they're pumpkins. Pumpkin bats. They really don't want me to stay in one place. Oh, that pumpkin bat. He really messed that up. They look so friendly. They look so friendly. But they're not. It's a lie. I'm thinking, since we're not using the regular shot, maybe we'll do a homing missile and cutter combo. Let's go ahead and try that. How do I do that? We're not really dashing much either. So I don't see any reason why not to do this. I have to say it feels a little bit like cheating, but there is a downside to it. So I don't think there's much of a reason to worry about it. Yeah, because I keep trying to jump up into his face. Because it's so big. It's such a big face. Oops. God, I kind of wish I could turn it off. I wonder if you can deselect all of the supers. I mean, I don't even know what they're called. Because there's like a little super and a big super. I wonder if we could turn off the big super. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry about that. I think it puts us right back where we were, though. Let's see if we just turn it off. Or maybe... I mean, I don't... I can't turn it off. That is a shame. I guess you just have to not pick them up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, let's try that.
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up.
Because his head is very big, but it also just seems like it has a small hitbox, at least in terms of us hitting it. Maybe I'm just being salty. Oh, it is the pink thing. It's the so the ghost is switching the cart. Which is, you know, I think a little bit rude, honestly. I think the train itself is now. Oh wow, that is fantastic looking. Okay. That's not just a falling object. That is a thing that's going to get onto our trolley. If you know what those are called, put a comment below.
Good. Well done. Now go.
Okay, so I don't know what to do about the bones. We're gonna have to figure that out as it goes. It looks like his tail maybe is dangerous, or is what we're supposed to hit. Oh, okay, it doesn't get on the platform. Oh, look at that. There we go. A trip downtown. So I think that's our 5th boss. Guy got an achievement. I don't think you can see that, but that I liked that. That was fun. I really liked that last phase. Maybe because it was we only played it 3 times instead of 100, but. So I have a feeling I know what the last world is. I think it might be the casino. There's a sign over there says try your luck. So we know that we're missing 2 coins. Ooh, hello. Oh, I thought for sure we'd be able to walk in there. We're missing 2 coins in this world. I think we did all the run and guns. But we're missing those coins. So just gonna go ahead. Nice. Makes me think of Twin Peaks. King Dice. Oh, it's a boss. Can only play him on regular. He's much bigger than I thought. Look at that. Look at that. Those are fantastic. We have to switch our weapons, I think, but... So is this like some kind of, Oh, even the backgrounds look great. Is this some kind of a board game? Maybe we got one, we moved 1 space. This is doable. So lots of these little mini bosses, I think, maybe is what this guy's about. But it's interesting that it's loading. Unless it doesn't reset our progress. That would be fantastic. I have a feeling that can't possibly be how it works. You know, if these bosses just figured out that by moving in these ways they were opening themselves up for you know, counterplay, they do a whole lot better. So yeah, I want my dash back. I want my regular attack. I have to remember to pick those up once we lose. Sort of an interesting conceit. But it's a lot of bosses. So reminds me of, I think it's Mario 3. Oh, there's spikes. When there's a bunch of little levels, I don't remember, they have cards or blocks or something on the map, but it's almost like little mini levels towards the end. Alright, so we want to exit to map and switch our weapons. So I think we're alright going back to this. And I want my regular. And let's try this, although five lives is nice. I'm going to check into the comments. Okay. And of course, back to the beginning. So we've gotten two ones and a 2. Is it even possible to get a 6? Oh, it looks like it's spinning 1, 2, 3. So
A brawl is surely brewing. Here goes.
just a little bit too quick. Okay. So far, I'm really digging this boss because each of the dudes we fought so far has had just one thing to learn. It's almost like a very can we actually time it? Yes, we can. Oh, that's amazing. This is a very interesting thing.
You're up.
Didn't see what killed me. Yeah, we're definitely timing it poorly this time, but
Good day for us. Well done.
oh, is it the same boss and the same number? That's interesting. Oh, it's an olive. All right. And they each have a their own attack. When he moves, thing comes up. When the bottom guy moves, it goes on the ground. And the martini thing throws the olive. There's a space on the board that says start over. That's ridiculous.
Good day for us. Well done. Now go.
Is that meant to be pink? I can't even tell. I don't think so. It can't be. It's so red, I think. But that's pink. Maybe the cutter is really the thing to use. I don't want to rely too heavily on that bonus health, but it really seems to help. So we want 2 or 3. And we want 1. Wow, this is crazy.
A great slam and then some. Here goes.
What happened? Is it stuff at the bottom? So he wiggles his fingers and we need to be on the card, maybe? Alright, let's get a 2. Come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. And stop! So this is the dice guy? I mean the chips guy? Nope. Oh, he's fantastic looking. My goodness. You might wonder how I knew to jump to the other side. It's just, there's 2 ashtrays, and he disappeared, and I definitely hadn't beaten him, so, you know. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this fellow this stream, but my goodness, I really enjoy the concept. 2, 3, so we won a 1. I kind of don't like the timing part though, or the it's kind of like they're putting in randomness, but then it's your fault if you get the bad roll. Because it's, I mean, yeah, you can time this, but it's really fast. And to parry, you have to jump and then fall. I'm not crazy about that. But the whole board, I love the moving through the board. And let's say you did get good. Let's say you did get good at timing the die. Then that makes this whole experience like less challenging. So yeah, I'm not crazy about it. We dashed the wrong way. I guess if you hit the one that says start over, I mean, it's pretty terrible. But you're clearing these ones you hit the first time. All right, so we want a... Oh, and it's random, too, because there used to be a heart on 4. And the heart was on 3, I think, the first time. So even the board is random. But we want a 2.
Good day for us. Well battled. And begins.
He's got coughing sound effects. Oh, and the shoe stamps him out. My goodness. Yeah, this is an intimidating boss. It feels very long. We haven't even gotten halfway. But we want a 1, which comes after the 2. Yeah, like that's not fun gameplay to me. And it's like a great strategy is to really get the die you want. Now here I think we just want a 3, which comes after the 2. Now why we got a health up, I don't know. Because there was no heart.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go!
I don't see what's hitting me. There's so much junk in the foreground. That's twice now we've died, and I cannot see what's hitting me. That's annoying. Definitely want a 3. 3 comes after 1. Okay. Oh, hello. I thought it was a safe zone, but okay. I feel a little bit bad for him. That's a terrible way to die. Let's get a 1, 3. 1 or a 3? Oh, it's a heart plus a boss because it's red. So we might as well go for the 3 then. So 3 comes after 2. And a boss. Okay. Alright, so I think we have to stay up here when he magics. Yeah, there we go, there's stuff down there. And you have to parry to avoid. Okay. That wasn't bad for the second time. I think we can do better next time. Looks like we want a 2. 2 comes after 1. Sorry, King dies not this time. Alright, let's get ourselves a 2. I can't even see it. So 2 comes after 3. Missed it.
Good day for us. Well done.
Hello.
Now go!
Miss. I don't understand. Is that a platform? I think it's a platform. Can I just dash? Yeah, I can just dash. But if you don't have the dash that lets you go through stuff, it has to let you jump over it. Boy, that's a simple one with the gas grenade. All right. Let's get a 1. Let's get a 1. Come on. No whammies. 1 comes after 3. I assume we have to fight him at the end, and that's going to be an actual boss, which makes this whole thing ridiculous. Okay. I don't... What's happening? So we get a maximum of 2 of the chalks. Oh, that's a tricky one. But they just jump around. But yeah, I mean, they couldn't possibly do that. Where you have to get through all of this just to fight him once. And he's like a regular boss with his own stages, and I can't imagine. Let's, in our heart, pretend, hope that that's not the case. It's the only thing sustaining me. So let's see. So we wanted 2. 2 comes after 1. Okay.
A great slam and then some. You're up.
Too shallow of a jump. All right, let's get a 3. 3 goes after 1. Boy, yeah, I just don't enjoy that, to have to time that. Oh, we haven't beaten this one. So the spikes, I'm going to focus on the spikes. Oh, the background is irrelevant. Oh, I thought you had to dodge the background thing. It's mostly a matter of dashing, but don't dash too far. A lot of health. I wonder if the health goes up as you get further down the board. Okay, let's get ourselves a 2. Comes after 1. All right. What do we got? Chips guy?
Good day for us. Well done. You're up.
This guy hits me more than he deserves to. That is, that's kind of sad. It's because I'm greedy. I'm looking to get more hits on him than I need to. I'm not playing it safe. So let's get a 3, which comes after 1. Okay. This is a little bit like the Mega Man facing lots of little mini bosses well, not mini bosses, just bosses. This is more of a mini boss kind of thing. Uh-oh. I like this fella. Alright. Let's get a 2. Which comes after 1. Too quick. But that's alright. And we get another shot. So let's get a 1. Which comes after 2. Okay, now we can get... Oh, it's a okay. Alright.
Now go.
Oh, because she has spikes on the left, she can't really use the cutter. Mistimed that parry. This one's giving us a bit of trouble. All right, we want a 3, which comes after 1. Okay, now we want a 2, which comes after 1. All right, maybe the horses?
Good day for us. Well battled.
Okay. Are they speeding up? They're speeding up. All right, but that one's not bad either. I think the problem with the domino one is that it's too random. I feel like that's the biggest downfall in this game. Is when they go with the randomness. And I was thinking, I know why they do it. They don't want it to be too boring because I mean, we've died 200 times. And it can't be too predictable either, because it's too predictable. You just memorize, you know, okay, go down, go up, go down. Instead of having a strategy, you have a tactic. And I think the solution is to control the randomness more. I don't know. That would be my guess. So we could theoretically do this with only one more boss if we hit 2 twice. And if we miss this randomness, it's our fault. But, you know, I'm sure you could do this if you hit 1 every time. It's just a lot harder. All right, so let's go for 2, which comes after 1. All right. Who knows what happens if we get a 3? But we want a 2, which comes after 3.
A brawl is surely brewing.
Wow. So, well, he's only got one phase. That's a bright side. His hands are cute. I think we didn't learn a whole lot, but maybe next time we'll try in the middle, starting in the middle. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to the 2 bonus hit points. Because I think we can pretty easily avoid hits in a lot of these bosses. We're definitely using cutter, so we're going to stick with that. He's above us, so I don't know how crazy I am about the super. Oh, but if I switch, I can't jump over, I can't dash through things. Which really matters for the roulette table boss. And the cigarette boss. Cigar. Ooh, that is tough. Let's give it a shot. What a boss. Let's get a 3. 3 comes after 2.
Good day for us. Well done. You're up.
Oh, gotta remember, we can't dash through things anymore. We were lucky. Like that. That's okay. We have the extra hit points. It landed on an extra hit point. It's amazing how powerful that power-up is, though. It's critical to so many strategies. It just takes a lot of thought process out of when do I dash. Definitely want a 1, which comes after 2. Definitely want a 3, which comes after 1. Okay.
This match will get red hot.
And I don't think we've beaten this one yet, because something is attacking us that we cannot see. It just hit us then, and I literally do not see what's hitting me. Ah, it's the bouncy ghost helmet thing, people. The riders, yeah, there we go, that fella. He jumps up, or yeah, springs up. Okay, well, then that is a very important thing to learn. Let's get a 3, which comes after 2. Roulette, 8-ball, 8-ball. I'm glad it's the 8-ball. Very nice. All his juices are draining out. So we're definitely going to want a 2. Which comes after 3. And another 2. Which comes after 1. Alright, in the middle. Yep, we got... Okay, alright, cards, bounce. Red looks an awful lot like pink. I understand why they use red thematically. Because cards... Wow. My gosh. Well, if anything, we learned that this is doable. We're going to have to be lucky to get that run again. Let's get a 1. Which comes after 3.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin!
This one actually is I definitely don't have, because I've only played it a couple times, and you really have to see who's attacking. I think that's part of the trick, because if it's the bottom guy, you have to jump, and if it's the right guy, you have to move left or right. And I wasn't very focused. But let's get a 3, which comes after 1. It's a shame we can't just hit him.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
Very nice. Let's go for a 2. Which comes after 1. Is it faster? No.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
All right. So what did we learn? Just focus on not taking hits, I think. I don't really have it'd be nice to have Heat Seeker. So much health. It's a shame when using the super messes up the timing. Let's get a 3. 2 comes after the 2.
A great slam and that stuff. Now go.
I don't know. Oh, we definitely used dashing to our advantage here. Yeah, because we can't dash like to get out of that now. That was lucky. What? So you can totally parry when things are above you. It's just it just feels different. Let's get a 2. Comes after the 1. Let's get a 3. Hope for the magic 8 ball. 3 comes after 2. Oh, just too slow. Just a tiny hair. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Wow, this one is so difficult without the dash, and so easy with it. Like it's almost here to keep you from using the health. And I hate to game it, because if we hadn't missed the shot, we almost definitely would have gotten an 8 ball. But I'm gonna stick with it another try. 1 comes after 3. Too slow. Like I should just restart. That would be the logical thing to do, but I'm not. Oh, and I can't. This is a tough one without the cheat dash. And we did better than we usually do. Let's get a 3. Comes after 2.
A brawl is surely brewing. Now go.
I guess that's supposed to be like a, you know, one of those many-sided dice kind of things. Dungeons and Dragons. Dodecahedron. Something. Whew. I'm not a fan of that one, I have to say. Let's get a 3. Comes after 2. Let's get a 2, which comes after 3. But this is bad. It might be roulette lady. Let's hope for horses. Oh, even better.
You're up.
Oh, just a hair too early. He only speeds up right at the very end. I got a little bit eager. All right, let's get a 2, which comes after 1. Let's get a 2, and then hop in the middle, which 2 comes after 3.
Here's a real high-class bout. And begin.
This is my weakness, is parrying. And it doesn't even build up your super meter. It just allows you to escape. Oh. I'm gonna give it at least one more shot. Let's get a 1. Comes after 3. Chips. Oh no.
You're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try to focus on them. So olives, move, jump. I really want to just kill the guy at the bottom so I don't have to worry about that attack. Alright. And she only has 2 birds. Alright. It's hectic at the beginning, but it's doable. Okay, let's get a 3. Yeah, it's just, I wish I could skip the whole dice rolling part. It's thematically, it's fantastic, but it's just not fun. And I feel like it's, in some sense, it's a cost I have to pay because I want to keep playing. I like the fights, but we'll never get past King Dice unless we literally play his game. So, I mean, that's something. I'm feeling as a player exactly what Cuphead is feeling. So they've succeeded narratively. But, you know, let's get a 3. 3 comes, I don't know, 3 comes after a 1. I've lost it. I've lost my ability to do it. Oh, we used a charge.
A great slam and then some. It's on.
It's practice. It's practice so that we get good at fighting this fella. Did not see the one at the bottom because of the foreground. I'm not crazy about that either. I may be full of complaints today because we're losing. That's a possibility. You can see, it looks like you can see a tiny portion of it. So I just need to pay more attention. Let's get a 3. 3. That'll work. Let's get a 1. I have a new strategy. I'm going to try that. Doesn't involve what I was saying before. Maybe it'll work.
This match will get red hot. And begin.
Looks like the one on the top is a fella, and the one on the bottom is a lady. Which, that's clearly a political statement. So, let's go for a 3. Okay, let's get a 2. That is, it's not what I wanted.
This match will get
Alright, never seen this one. We're not shooting it. We can't shoot it. We have, what? Okay. Oh, it's a matching game? Seriously? It's a game within a game within a game? For real? I wonder if this is Ludwig. His music is beautiful. Oh, faster, quite a bit faster. What a boss. I hope that the speed resets. Yeah, because I have no idea. I think we've seen those before. But I don't even know. Is that these dice or that different dice? Same dice, maybe? The inkwell we've seen, I guess that's what it is. This is a tough one. Haven't seen that. Surprised none of them are pink. Wow, that was a long mini boss for this setup. Ooh, let's get a 3.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
So you can't touch his arm. Considering how long it took to beat that monkey thing, I don't ever want to get him again. I imagine a lot of people quit playing at this boss. Which is a shame because I assume that the devil is next. And he needs to be given his comeuppance. Let's get a 2.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
Okay, let's get a 1.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
We've already taken our 2 hits. I wonder if it's worth skipping over that,
Good day for us. Well done.
even at the expense of missing the heart. Did the fire hit me? 1, 2, 3, I think. Oh dear. I think my first technique worked better than my new one in order to time it. So their body does damage, so you have a very tight window in which to work. You often can't. I'm just going to try taking it. Yeah, okay, you could. Yeah, so you often can't dash because you'll wind up in their body. I think we want to go for the 3. So let's try the first strategy. 3 comes after 2. Well, at least we got the health. Alright, gotta dash carefully. Sort of Roger Rabbit kind of character, except that he's performing magic, which is a completely different sort of thing. Let's go for the 2, which comes after 3. Now that was bad because it's an extra boss.
Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes.
Gotta watch out for the zombie riders. There's one. Running awful low on health. Just get the 3. Comes after 2. Let's hope it's the 8-ball.
Good day for us. Well battled. Here goes.
So we want a 2, which comes after 3. And we want another 2, which comes after 1. Well, that works. That is not very much time. Wow. All right, I think I've hit my limit. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to make progress. So I think that's going to be it for me today. This is why he's the king. This is why he is the boss. So we'll come back and try him again. I hope that you enjoyed today's stream. We fought some really tough fights, but that's Cuphead. All right, thanks a lot, everybody.